Hey everybody, it's been a while, been a couple years. I figured I'd make this video to let everybody know that I'm trying to come back and starting to make YouTube videos again because um, it's something that I've been missing for a while, and I never thought I would come back because a couple of years ago when I stopped making videos, uh, I was in the process of joining the military and I was going through MEPS and everything, and I was heading off to basic training, so I just decided to stop making videos because I didn't really have the time. I was kind of stressed out. I had a lot going on, and I had a lot running through my mind. And by the time I got out of basic training, the thought had never crossed my mind on making videos again. I had always talked about it, but I had never came to a consensus until the past couple weeks since I've been hanging out with a friend of mine. We've been talking about making videos together, doing uh, anime verses and things like that, talking about like our favorite characters and who would win in a fight. And since then, it started piquing my interest in coming back onto YouTube and everything because it's a fun thing to do. It's just a lot of time consuming stuff and it can be stressful thinking of topics to make videos on, especially since I'm such a bleak person. But I decided I would give it a go because I have a lot of interesting stuff going on with my life. I'm always kind of an angry person, and I thought, what better than to, show my angry side on YouTube because everybody would think that would be funny, right? But I think it would be something enjoyable because I have a lot of things that I can rattle off my mind. Because I mean, just at work, I have a lot of shit I can rattle off my mind. Not only that, but ever since they announced the release of Borderlands 3, that piqued my interest on really starting to want to make YouTube videos again because of the simple fact that that is legit my favorite fucking game. Which, speaking of, there's that whole situation that's been going on recently with the whole YouTuber Submato and Gearbox having sent an interviewer to his house, I think, to intimidate him. It was like an investigator, I think, to like question him and kind of scare him a little bit, but intimidate him. And it seems like it obviously works since he doesn't want to make videos anymore. And ever since that whole situation, a lot of people have been like, "Oh, boycott Borderlands 3 because Gearbox is evil," and shit like that. But I mean, as a whole, it isn't really up to the creators of Borderlands 3, in my opinion, with those kind of decisions. They, like, the heads of Gearbox as a whole, in my opinion, don't really, like, they're supposed to represent that game and franchise as a whole, but in my opinion, it doesn't do it for me because they're not the ones making the fucking game. It's the people who are working on it that are. And so that's not going to steer me away from playing it or anything like that. Anybody who lets that steer them away from playing it, I mean, go ahead, hats off to you, I guess. To me, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, granted, what happened was kind of fucking scummy, but I can't really change anything, and I still fucking love the game, so it's not gonna keep me from wanting to play it. So look forward to seeing some of that in the future, and also possibly seeing more Dead by Daylight. I'm trying to get back into it ever since they did the Freddy rework, but I'm so burnt out on this game. I've played so much of it. But if anybody finds it like interesting to watch, I mean, I'll fucking play it a little bit. I don't mind it. And I also recently got Black Ops 4, and I absolutely fucking despise the multiplayer. But if you guys want to see me rage on that, I'll fucking play it for you guys. I don't mind it. I mean, granted, I do because I don't like getting angry. But you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for the views. But for real, I'm just trying to think of other things to play. If anybody has any ideas, write in the comments, and I'll give it a try. Other than that, Look forward to seeing more videos in the future. And other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Definitely not. Yeah, you have. When you... No, in Fortnite.
Ooh, fat ass oof. They got